Have you ever wanted to drive a Corolla-worthy gravel road all the way up to a mountaintop where you can see for miles? Today we're going to take you to the top of two separate mountain vistas where the distance you can see is limited only by the curvature of the earth. So if you've been watching our recent travels and wondered if we were ever going to go somewhere where you could take a two-wheel drive vehicle to enjoy, you're in luck because today is that day. After leaving behind the challenge of Union Springs Road, we decided to circle around to the other side of the mountain so we could seek out Reddish Knob and Flagpole Knob. We started climbing back up the roots of the mountains along the North River Road, past the Todd Lake Recreation Area, and then along the Leading Ridge Forest Road, which is also known as Forest Service Road 95A. The Leading Ridge Forest Road is a 3.5-mile Level 2 trail that soon dead ends onto Forest Service Road 95. After a couple miles along Forest Service Road 95, you'll then find yourself turning right onto Forest Service Road 85, which is also known as the Road to Flagpole Knob. All of those roads were gravel, easy two-wheel drive worthy roads. And then you get to the top and find out the rest of the road up to Flagpole Knob, it's actually paved. But don't forget that this is a two-way road, so be careful of traffic coming the other way. As you near the top, it's easy to feel like you're driving straight up into the sky. But try not to get so entranced with those beautiful views that you forget that you're driving. Once you finally reach the top of that 4,397-foot elevation knob, you might then wonder, what's a parking lot doing all the way up here? Both the parking lot and the road are here for the exact same reason, and that reason was an old fire lookout tower. When early settlers arrived in Virginia, they discovered a land covered with dense forests of cherry, pine, hemlock, oak, chestnut, walnut, and poplar. Although the forests provided invaluable resources to the settlers, they were also perceived as wild and threatening, thus leading to many forests disappearing under the axe. By 1910, most virgin timber had been cut. When a series of wildfires killed 85 people out west in 1910, fire towers were established as the first line of defense against future blazes. The first fire tower in Virginia was built in 1917, and over the next 60 years, a fire tower was built in every county in Virginia. Fire lookouts usually worked 7 days a week for long hours during fire season. On windy days, they could feel that tower swaying beneath them. When thunderstorms erupted around them, they had to beat a hasty retreat down those stairs to the repeater cabin at the base of the tower. And unless you brought a can with you, the lavatory was also at the bottom of those stairs. The fire tower here on Reddish Knob was built in the 1920s and remained until 1975 when it was removed due to extensive vandalism. Forest Service Road 85 is paved all the way from Reddish Knob down to Briery Branch Gap. This road is a very easy and scenic drive, and at one point it drives along the ridge, making you feel like you're on top of the world. Don't forget that this is a two-way road, and you need to keep your eyes open for oncoming traffic. The pavement continues on down Forest Service Road 25, but Route 85, it becomes dirt and gravel. But fairly easy dirt and gravel so that even an all-wheel drive vehicle is likely to be able to make it all the way up to Flagpole Knob. With a name like Flagpole Knob, you would expect some really fascinating and interesting tidbit of history or story to go with it. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything about the history or the name of this place, even after contacting local resources. What Flagpole Knob does have is a beautiful view and a variety of dispersed camping opportunities. Though in a place like this, you're bound to be sharing them with at least half a dozen other people. There's only about a half-mile of dirt road between Flagpole Knob and the three-way intersection of Union Springs Road, Forest Service Road 85A, and Skidmore Fork. This day would be the last day we got to spend on the trail before heading home in the morning. And so we took our time and savored every moment of the remaining adventure.
Getting lost is time not wasted, as long as it's with you. Unknown roads and foreign places that we're traveling through. We could drive round in circles, any place will do. Endless days of fields of purple in our cars review, and crowds are always few, and I get lost with you. We stray away from the avenue.
And as the boys aired up all the tires down by the lake, I took one last chance to get out and enjoy the morning.
Getting lost is time not wasted, as long as it's with you.
So I'm looking for awful pictures. So the question is, what's an awful picture I could take here? Like something that's really bad that just, maybe I'll make faces at you. I don't know. I'm trying to find at least 5 really bad pictures this time. Just 'cause. Because sometimes that's what you have to do. But it's kind of counterintuitive, so maybe they'll be bad just because they look funny, or they're things that people don't otherwise like. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep Pat on the shoulder. After a little bit of debate, these are the 5 pictures that I chose as the worst from this trip. So if you're still watching and actually paying attention to these 5 different photographs, I'm curious, which one do you think is the most awful? And so we don't end on a negative note, here's what you can look forward to next time. Thanks so much for watching, and until the next time, make sure to go out and find your own adventure.